What up, what up? Jamil Redemption here. RBMDRT. Repairing broken men by doing righteous things. Here with another semen retention NoFap video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, click like, leave a comment. Just engage in whichever way you feel led to. But this video right here is about NoFap semen retention and how these things can fix your perspective on everything. Fix your perspective on everything. See, your perspective is how you look at things, how you view things, how you observe things in your reality, how you analyze these things, and how you process external information. Well, NoFap, when you ain't like watching adult videos, you ain't PMO. You ain't constantly in the state of PMO. You ain't in a constant state of living off your root chakra. When you go within and start generating your energy in a way that's multiplying your production, you have no choice but to be more productive when you on NoFap and semen retention, because you have all this extra energy and you have to put it in something beneficial to your growth. Well, another thing you do, you reflect. You use your intuitive mind to realize things in their true form. You fix your perspective. Like before you were on NoFap, you thought that you deserved to be with females that you would watch on adult videos. You thought you deserved those type of women. You began to be a pick-me for the most top-notch hoes. And they get the most, not the lesser. Whole time, while you were PMO, you were the lesser. You were the lesser man. You were the beta male. You were the fall guy. You know what I mean? You were the wingman. And you had the audacity to think that you deserved the top-notch females. You know? But when you on NoFap and when you practicing semen retention, you begin to realize, hold up, I'm not that guy. You might realize, hold up, I'm not that guy. Or you might be that guy, but you realize it ain't that easy. You can't just snap your fingers and make that top-notch chick yours in a sexual manner. That's the perversion that plagues your mind when you, just like the rest of these guys out here who are captivated by every woman they see, captivated by the half-naked woman that they see. You separate yourself from those type of guys. You are more mature. You are more disciplined, yes, but that still doesn't necessarily make you that guy. And NoFap semen retention puts that in perspective for you. It helps you put that in perspective. It puts the attraction in perspective. Like, yeah, you may be attracted to a top-notch female, but when you're on NoFap and semen retention, you will be real enough with yourself to know whether or not your energy matches her energy. And it ain't just external. It ain't just physical appearance. I mean, it's your intellect where it needs to be. Are your finances where they need to be? Can you facilitate taking this woman out? Do you even have a vehicle? How could you How could you ask a woman on a date and you don't even have a card? You know what I mean? NoFap and semen retention. A lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of content creators, because I study other content creators and their opinion. And some men in the MGTOW, in the red pill community, in the men's development community, they say that NoFap and semen retention isn't a good idea because it puts you in a hungry state. It makes you look thirsty to women. It makes you look thirsty to women. That's if you practicing it for that. I disagree with that because I believe that ultimately a man should provide for a woman. A man should protect a woman. I think provide and protect are the two main components that a man should. These are the requirements that a man should meet before he approaches any woman. He should be able to provide and protect for a woman. I feel that in my heart of heart. I really do. And I feel like any failed relationship I had in the past, it was due to the fact that I couldn't 100% provide and protect the woman that I was with for whatever reasons. Now, when you on NoFap and semen retention, a lot of content creators say it puts you in a thirsty state, and you can just, in a blink of an eye, you could just relapse. Well, if your mentality is like that, yeah, I can see that happening. But if your mentality is like mine, like my goals, the goals that I have are so high that I'm damn near relapse proof. I don't want to say that like, prematurely, but I mean like my goals are, I have to, like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole where it comes to market value. I don't have a vehicle. I live in a very humble shelter right now. I have low finances. I have employment, but my annual gross ain't, above 5 figures. You see what I'm saying? So there are things I want to check off before I even check off my checklist before I even put myself back into a quote-unquote relationship. I want to position myself to be able to provide and protect. I think these are necessities for any man. NoFap and semen, I always thought this, but NoFap and semen retention puts it in perspective that I must achieve these things before I even share my life with a female. My energy levels. That's enough with the female male stuff. Like I said, I talk about that because that what gets the clicks and that's what gets engagements. And I think about that. I do think about that a lot. But on another note, energy level. It puts your energy in perspective because you compartmentalize your daily activities better. You know how to conserve certain energy for certain tasks. Like, I know I need energy to work out. I know I need energy to go to my job. I know I need energy to do and run errands. So I don't waste my energy, especially my sexual energy, edging. I don't waste my sexual energy PMOing. I don't waste my sexual energy imagining and daydreaming about sexual encounters, or I don't waste my energy on women. Like, yeah, I have conversations with women, but I believe that women and men have to have a separation. Like, we live in a day and time where women and men, like, even on social media, we live in a day and time where men and women engage in conversation back and forth like we're in the same room, which is cool. But I think that men and women should have a separation of community or positions in just basically gender roles. I don't squander my energy, my verbal energy as far as talking on conversations with females too much. It helps me. NoFap semen retention helps me put that in perspective. My long-term goals. Before NoFap semen retention, I had long-term goals, but I wasn't as steadfast in achieving long-term goals as I am when I'm on NoFap semen retention. Like, my long-term goals are damn near first priority. Like I said before I get into another sexual relationship, I would like to have certain requirements to be able to provide and protect. Provide, I need finance. Protect, I need to be in physical shape. I need to be in cognitive shape. I have to be sharp enough to plan and lead. So NoFap and semen retention helps me put that in perspective. It helps me put my own position in life, position in nature, in society, in its true perspective. But long-term goals, it helps me put my long-term goals in perspective. What else does semen retention NoFap? I need to start writing notes before I do this instead of just going off. I had a set topic, which was perspective, but I should have had bullet points. But anyway, see, I'm already thinking about the next move. That's another benefit of NoFap semen retention. I was watching a video that Jim Carrey did years ago, recently, and Jim Carrey was talking about how practicing NoFap semen retention is. He talked about it in an esoteric sense of how it's the Christ coming down to earth and then rising up the 33 vertebrae of the spinal cord and ascending in your third eye or whatever. So your cerebral spinal fluid, your seminal fluid must run its course. It must come down to earth. It must come down to your root chakra and go all over its travels across the world, and it has to perform these miracles, and it has to get persecuted, and it has to get crucified, and it has to get buried, and it has to resurrect. Like, that life force energy has to go through these processes. When you practicing NoFap semen retention can you truly do that. So a lot of like spiritual and woke folks, like, they talk about spirituality, but they seldom talk about celibacy, semen retention, NoFap, because they want to reap the benefits financially so they can be debaucherous. Like, for real. Like, they want to spill their seed. They want to spill their seed and not multiply, not make offspring, not make a better generation than this one. But when you truly on NoFap and you practicing it with a stern mind and a clean conscience, you want to do it for the greater good of the whole, the greater good of humanity, because your seed is an extension of the Most High. The seed is an extension of the Most High, as is the womb. That's the female aspect. The seed is the masculine aspect of the Most High extension and physical manifestation. So it helps me put that in perspective. NoFap semen retention helps you put that in perspective of what the seed really is. You feel me? And like I said, I'm gonna do another part of this, but this is like the first part. Yeah, I'm gonna have to split this out. I'm gonna have to ponder on this because I just had the inspiration to talk about this, but I ain't gonna lie, like NoFap semen retention really helps you put things in perspective, brothers. So really, like, go over in your mind the things that you have been putting in perspective on your NoFap semen retention journey. I'm Jamel Redemption. This is RBMDRT, repairing broken men by doing righteous things. Peace.